Welcome back. It is now, for you clock watchers, 7 minutes away from 7 o'clock. And with us this morning is Billy Royal. He's a visiting chef from Orlando. He's actually a member of the Fowler family, and they're having a kind of a get-together for Thanksgiving. There's, conservatively speaking, about, what, 60 or 70 people in town?
Oh, at least, yes, sir.
At least that many. And Mr. Royal agreed to come out and show us his special recipe for Applejack pancakes, and we really appreciate you doing that. And I don't know if folks probably have never had them, and we'll talk about what goes in it and how much and so forth. Go ahead.
It's a very simple recipe. It's kind of like a crepe Suzette. And what you do, you put 1 cup of milk in your blender,
okay.
1 egg, 1 whole egg, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of melted butter, 1 whole apple, the whole thing cubed up with the exception of the stem.
Yeah.
And a dash of cinnamon. I always put about 1/8 of a teaspoonful or a little bit more, whatever you like to take.
Okay.
And you blend that at a real low speed until it's blended, well blended, and then you add in a 3/4 of a cup of flour with a teaspoonful of baking powder, and you have got something fitting. You blend it real high, at a real high speed then, until it blends real well, and then of course you pour it out on a hot greased skillet like this one that we've got right here this morning, well greased and at 400, 425 degrees.
Now, did you mention flour?
Flour, yes, 3/4 of a cup of flour.
Okay.
1 teaspoonful of baking powder mixed with the flour, sifted with the flour preferably.
Okay. Now, as I understand it, every time the Fowler family gets together, you are in much demand.
Well,
they love your flapjacks.
They like.
And you call it now. All right. What's the difference between a flapjack, what you call these, and a pancake?
Well, this is more like a crepe Suzette. Really, it's light. It's not dry like the average pancake, and it's thin, which is what they call them flapjacks for. Yeah. And they're just juicy, and they're just different.
Okay, flapjack would be
fresh apple is what does it.
Okay, and you just pour them out on the grill.
Just pour them right on the grill. Yes.
Okay, and he's fixing to do that right now. We're going to have breakfast here. I think this is about the second time we've ever done this. This is the first time we've had Applejack flapjacks. Okay. Now, you're purposely making those small. Some folks like them, but that's just to your taste, right?
That's right, certainly, yes. So you can make them like little silver dollars.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
They're Larapid.
Now, you probably don't worry about calories, but is this a high-calorie...
As you can tell.
Nothing personal.
Oh, no. It would make you hungry just to watch me eat. Yeah. And some of my family is the same way.
Yeah. Okay, then you just burn them to your taste, right?
Well, you wait till they start getting a little bubbly on top there real good and kind of browning around the edges, and then flip them over. And
I always thought they were flapjacks because you flapped them over. You flapped them.
Well, that's true, too.
No, that's flipping. That's flipping.
Flapping, flapping, flipping, whatever.
Flipjacks. Flapjacks.
Flapjacks.
Reggie's already had some. Okay, now we're going to move over to here, which is, I guess, not your specialty, but venison sausage.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever made those before yourself?
No, sir, I never have made those, but they sure do taste good. I've already tried one little sample of them.
I know they smell good.
Out of this world.
I know they smell good. We're going to take a small commercial break here, and then we're going to be back with Mr. Royal with his Applejack flapjacks after this. Welcome back. It's about 3 minutes away from 7 o'clock. If you're just joining us, we're with Billy Royal, who is from Orlando, Florida. He's a member of the Fowler clan who's having a little reunion for Thanksgiving here at Albany. And he's up from Orlando, and he agreed to come on the show and cook some Applejack flapjacks. Can you write that recipe down so
yes, sir.
Folks want to write in and get it?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Okay, he'll write the recipe down. If you want to get his recipe for Applejack flapjacks, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to Today in Georgia show, and somewhere on the envelope put flapjacks, and we'll know what you want, and we'll get the recipe to you. And Mr. Royal will give us that recipe. We'll type it up and send it to you in a self-addressed stamped envelope. Well, we're going to eat some breakfast here, and I can't think of a better breakfast than deer venison sausage and Applejack flapjacks, courtesy of Mr. Billy Royal. We thank you very much for coming out and being with us this morning.
I just enjoyed it tremendously, sir.
Well, we're going to enjoy it soon. Weather today is windy and breezy. It's going to be cool this afternoon. Temperature will be dropping probably in the 40s by the time the sun goes down. And the temperature tonight, 32 degrees. And there is your sausage.